Wudang Tianzun, my dear Dao friends, and today's Dao talk will be a quick one. We're gonna do a little bit additional teaching of the practice of Zhan Zhuang, how to practice Zhan Zhuang Gong, standing meditation or standing pillar position, as you want to call it. Many styles, internal, external styles, do practice standing like a pillar, like a tree. But the Taoist tradition also use this as a meditation or stillness practice. So welcome everyone around the world to join me for today's class, the Dao Talk Live, about how to standing Zhan Zhuang, how to practice Zhan Zhuang Gong. Okay, so let's start very easy, standing, and I will give you a very detailed description on the position. If you cannot see my feet, it doesn't really matter. I give you a good explanation. And you just stand like a shoulder width, like the same width of your shoulders. Yeah, and the feet should be straight, like parallel forward, pointing. So we just sink a little bit that the knees are right above the feet. Don't make the cross or the all legs. This is not good for the knees, so our weight is all falling down and the knees should be right above the feet. So the second more important part is when we stand this way, yeah, we should not bend the lower back like this, but we should just, like we sit on a bar stool or on a chair, like just on the edge. If I would sit here, I would not sit like this, but more sit like this, right? So that the lower back bends out, yeah? Very natural, not with force. So when we stand like this, as you can see, I stand and I sink in, my lower back is straightening. And this is very important. We open the Mingmen this way. Mingmen is the lower gate of the back of the spine, yeah? Ramai Dumai, the microcosmic orbit, very important. The Mingmen is one very important gate. So you might find these points on some of the acupuncture tables or online if you type in Mingmen. If you don't know how to spell it, I'm going to spell it for you if you need to. But it's very common word, so most of you might know it. If you practice Qigong or meditation, this is a very common practice to open the gate, the Mingmen. So when we're standing, we try to relax the shoulders, relax the lower back, the back, and Hanxiong Bai Bei, sunk in chest, like not like a chicken chest or like a fitness person, yeah. We try to sunk in and relax and release. This is the two very important terms or words. It's called Fang Song or Song, Song Jing. But what we want is a very good internal position. Like we don't like sunk in like this, but we want to stand straight and well balanced, but straight back and sunk in chest. So that the shoulders are not bent backwards, but more like round to the inwards, yeah? So it's more like when you do the hand position later, it's more relaxed for the breathing, it's more relaxed for holding the arms and the shoulders especially. So what is very important is relaxed breathing. We want to relax the diaphragm, which is separating the upper organs, internal organs, and the lower internal organs. The upper internal organs is the heart, the lungs, yeah, and the diaphragm, if you don't know what it is, you could look it up. It's more like a circus tent, and the circus tent is when we inhale and we do a relaxed inhalation, inhale, and all the tent is straightening up like this, yeah, and all the lower organs like stomach, like all what is below the diaphragm will be pressed together, compressed, so that there is a continuously massage for the internal organs, and this is the deep or lower abdomen breathing, yeah, the belly breathing we also call it sometimes. And this is a very very important practice if you want to get rid of some stomach problems or anything which is related to the gastronomic tracts. And also, if you have, for example, a thick liver from too much alcohol, you should always massage the internal organs. Yeah, so the nutrition, all the toxic parts can get washed out, and all the nutrition can come in from this. Breathing alone, yeah, will help. But if you don't do the abdomen breathing, you can also do a regular massage. So if you have problems with the breathing, yeah, you should probably start with one of the earlier Dao talks where I mentioned the stillness practice, the meditation practice, and also about counting the breath. And this could be a good basic for the standing practice as well as for many other things. So let's continue with the position first. So we stand very relaxed, very released, and the shoulders and the arms is hanging like very relaxed parts of the body. Yeah, we still feel them, so we can like pull up the arms, so the hands are on the position on the same line with the shoulders. The elbows are a little bit lower, like you have a triangle which is hanging downwards. So the elbows pointing a little bit downwards. Yeah, the hands are open, not like this. Yeah, or like some people do like this. This is also wrong. We should relax. And as you can see, my hands are bent slightly, so the fingers are not straight. So all the joints are open and not locked in, and not like locked out. Almost not like this. This tension, right? This tense up or this locked. And we open it so all the energy, all the blood, all the qi can flow freely through the joints. So even if it's winter, even if it's snowing, you're gonna stand, and if it's the right position, your hands gonna feel hot and your whole body gonna warm up, because this position is, if you do it the right way, the position can make the qi flow freely. If you have blockages from the qi or blood flow, then there will be fingers get numb or fingers get cold. Numb is the worst case, but I have also helped people who are always getting, like even driving bicycle, always getting numb arms or numb fingers. Yeah, through the right position, through the right training, you can help yourself or help others also getting rid or losing these blockages and getting a good qi flow. So very important is also the position of the head. We don't want to bend sideways or forward or backward even. I often see people do like this because they want to watch the sky, I don't know. But usually we very relaxed, just look forward, yeah. And sometimes you see people also do like this, like try to pull up the neck like this. This is something what they read in some of the books. Yeah, it's like you be pulled up by a very thin line from the baihui point here, and then the neck is gonna be straightened. But this is again not a forced thing. This is very natural. I had the experience of this phenomenon, and it is like there is a thin line just from the sky, and you're hanging, and you just be pulled, but not with force, not by yourself. You are more passive than active. So if you want to stand, or if you just started to standing, yeah, you should just relax, and just that you feel comfortable. Yeah, if you feel comfortable this way, then you already have a round neck from probably watching the phone too much. But usually it is that the spine, like the neck, should point upwards. The baihui, yeah, where I have my top knot, should point upwards, so we can just be very balanced. That the baihui, the spot or the point on the middle of the head, and the huiyin between the genitals and the anus should be in one line. So this is a straight line where we can just balance our whole body on it, and all the weight is falling down. Yeah, so when we start practicing Hunyuan Zhuang or standing position, Hunyuan Zhuang is this position. Yeah, what I'm teaching you right now. It's called Hunyuan Zhuang. We also have different positions where the hands is different positions, but today we want to start with Hunyuan Zhuang. So maybe we all start with this position. It is like, sometimes people also call it like hugging a tree, because the arms are very round and the hands are very round. And as you can see, when I lower to the position, when I lower my center of gravity, then it's a very round position. So all here is round. The position, the arms, it's more like a balloon. You open up like this, and when you go down, you also open to the back and the front. So it's Yin Yang Tai Chi. We don't go in one direction only, but we go in all directions. Even when I go lower, yeah, I also go with my energy upwards and downwards at the same time. So it's all 10 directions where I expand when I do the Hunyuan Zhuang. Yeah. So very important is also the eyes should not be closed when you're just starting, because people tend to lose the position, and then sometimes they end up like this because they start dreaming and then they feel like this is the right position, but in fact the arms are not in the right position. So keep the eyes open a little bit and look downwards in front of you. Sometimes we also practice with facing the wall, because facing the wall is not distracting us visually. We just see the wall, or we see one painting and the calligraphy or the characters on it, or the writings. When I started standing, I always stand in front of like teachings from the Zhan Zhuang Qi Gong, and so I can basically memorize that during the practice, and this way I could focus on something, because the mind is like a monkey, like I already mentioned in the meditation Dao talk a little bit earlier in the series. The monkey tries to jump from one point to the other very quick, and we cannot focus on one thing for a long time. So that's why we should practice every day. And this is also one part of my teaching program. We stand for 100 days without any day off in between, because the 100 days is the basic foundation building. So when you start standing Hunyuan Zhuang or standing position, you should try to stand from day 1 to day 100 without any day off, any break or any pause. Even you're a little bit sick, yeah, the Hunyuan Zhuang, yeah, the standing, like I mentioned the other day, the standing can help to heal the sick. And yeah, if you feel a little cold, yeah, then you stand a little bit lower and all the blood gonna circulate better, so you're gonna feel warm very quick. So also a very big and important part of the Hunyuan Zhuang is the breathing. Yeah, we keep the mouth closed, then put the teeth together, very light, no force, no strength, and the tongue is lifting up to the upper gum, touching the upper gum, and we just use the nose for inhalation and exhalation. And we can also do the same way of inhalation and exhalation like we practice during the meditation. If you don't know how to do that, please welcome to watch the episode about stillness something. You need to look it up in the timeline, or even on YouTube, on the YouTube channel, Daoist Liu YouTube channel. We uploaded all the live streams already. This one not, because today we did the upload. Every Sunday we do the upload. So you are welcome to rewatch them again and again. Also ask all the questions you need to ask. If you have any, please also follow us on YouTube so you can watch the new videos all the time. And if you have anything to ask, please welcome to ask in the comments, ask in the private messages. Feel comfortable to write me email or even call if you find my number online. Yeah, so for today's Dao live stream, Dao Talk Live. We just learned a little bit of the details of Hunyuan practice, and tomorrow maybe, because some of you ask about it, sleeping meditation, but then we have to change to another place. So maybe tomorrow you're gonna see the training hall, and until then, I wish you a good day, good practice, good evening, wherever you are. 慈悲无量天尊